How's my life? Hey y'all, welcome. It's Dr. AJ Austin. I am founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training LLC, where I train Black women of faith to become a certified life coach online in one day so that they may confidently convert conversations to clients, cash, checks, and credit cards. If you need those four C's, clients, cash, checks, credit card, you in the right place, sis. You in the right place. Again, this is for Black women of faith who don't mind a little whatever this is on my shirt. Knowing me, it probably is Cheetos. Girl, I've been chilling hard. Called myself taking a disco nap. We ain't make it. I got really excited about this topic. So say hey when you come in the room. We're going to talk about what your vision is for becoming a Black woman certified life coach. As I mentioned, I train Black women of faith to become certified life coaches online in one day. If that's not you, if you're not Black, if you're not a woman, if you ain't saved, if you don't want to be a life coach, do us a favor, send up a prayer, and scroll on. Because we about to talk about, notice the numbers went down. So you got to tell people who you're here to serve. I know my people. So, I serve Black women of faith. Those Black women of faith are entering the room off and on as we're live. You're here listening to the replay. Maybe you're listening to the podcast. Either way, hey girl, say hey when you come in the room. Let me know you're watching, you're listening. I want to hear your vision for becoming a Black woman certified life coach. And I'm going to share with you the inspiration behind this topic for this episode. Because I talk to a lot of coaches who may be in their own way, especially those of you researchers who have been Googling and just kind of lurking in the background, not really saying much, or eventually you reach out like, Dr. AJ, I've been following you for years, and I love your energy and your story. One lady just texted me today, and it's been a whole year since we talked. I was like, a whole year? So, I think it's amazing that you know who you are and where you are. Hello. Is it? I'm going to make my text bigger, girl. Hey, Blanide, Blanida, Blanid, Blonid. Like, spell out how I should say your name in the comments. Hello, Dana Ferguson. How are you? We're talking about your vision for becoming a coach. So who, really quick, can put in the comments their vision for becoming a coach? Let me set the scene. So many coaches know that they're called to help. They know that they really, really want to make an impact in this world. They know that they have it in them to leave a legacy for not only their generation, but future generations to come. They know that they maybe have been called to a certain community, whether it's community of men, community of women, community of whoever you think you're called to serve as a coach. Let me get my blanket. Ever since I went live, I've been coughing. I'm trying to work that out. Blue need. Thank you. We're going to get over this. So, you know you're called. You know coaching is part of that calling. You feel like you could really serve out your purpose on this earth if you could just do it. You know, like really go help the people you feel you're called to help. So let's start with step one. Who do you feel like you're called to help as a coach? Y'all put that in the comments real quick. Type fast. Get them thumbs up. Because I need to know, how is that part of your vision? So for example, I help Black women of faith. You don't have to get as specific as men only, women only, Black people only, Christians only. I do, because it's who I am. Who you feel like is a part of your vision that you're called to serve as a coach usually looks like you. Physically and or mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. They look like some version of who you currently are or maybe who you used to be. Because now you have something within you that can help them get to the next level. So I want to hear your vision for why you're here. Blue Need and Donna and our private Facebook group that's on my other device. because that's going to show how you can stand out as a coach as well. So Blue Need, or BJ, says those that are going through divorce or have gone through a divorce, right? So it helps to be that clear, right? Because that means that something in your story may resonate with where they are. And it's not necessarily to put you in a position to tell people what to do or give them advice or share your opinions on what their steps should be with going through a divorce or having gone through a divorce, because their situation is different than yours, right? I personally have been through divorce and trauma and a lot of things, but I wouldn't dare try to tell nobody what to do to go through a divorce. However, your story and your experience, hello, Coach Lillian in our private Facebook group, your story and your experience going through what you've been through. As a certified life coach, it places you in a position of authority to be able to ask some really good questions around that area. For example, what type of divorce are they going through? Are there kids involved? Are they splitting assets? Where are they mentally? Where do they see themselves? What is the next step? What resources do they need? You see how it's not like, girl, if I was you, and we rolling our neck and smacking. That ain't coaching, sis. You know, that's my hashtag. Hashtag that ain't coaching. Right, Coach Lillian? We don't tell people what to do. We ask good questions. So when you know your vision, who you're called to serve, and how you could use what you've been through, because who you're called to serve usually looks like you with their story, their emotion, their struggle. And you can ask them really good questions around it that leads them to helping them to get a breakthrough. Notice we're putting all the focus on them. Because another hashtag is hashtag sis, it ain't about you. So what that means is, whatever you went through in your divorce, it ain't got nothing to do with them. Remember, your experience is helping you to structure the right questions for them, not necessarily telling them what their next steps should be. So what that means is, as coaches, we literally are trained to take ourselves out of the situation. So that's why I tell people to stop calling yourself a coach if you haven't been certified, because many uncertified coaches don't know that it's not okay to put your trauma and your toxicity and your abuse and what you've been through and your story and your struggle onto other people. It ain't about you, sis. That's a hashtag, y'all. Hey, Facebook. Hey, y'all. Facebook group. Facebook pagers. So talk to me in the comments. Who else wants to put who they feel like they're called to help? Because this is a part of your vision. Okay, good. I'm glad this is helping. I love the engagement. Thank y'all. So when you know that your story is just shaping your experience as a coach, Treva, you may have to join us on our my Facebook page. Coach Lillian, can you hear me? Coach Treva says she can't hear in the Facebook group. So come on over on my personal Facebook page. Or let me know if you can hear me now. I actually just turned up the volume. That may work. Let me make sure my volume is turned up on my other phone too. Cool. I think Blue Need can hear me because she's responding to my question. So when you understand who you're called to serve, and you understand how your story is only there to guide you in questioning them, when you understand it's not about you. Thank you, Coach Lillian. Now you understand how you have taken yourself out of the scenario. You're not trying to tell people what to do. One thing you're also not doing as a certified coach is doubting your skills. And what that looks like is, number one, you're getting clear on who God has called you to serve. Number two, you're not worrying about if you're ready to become a coach. Because notice I said this is not about you. It's about that person who you say you're called to serve, who is a part of your vision. You are taking your training and your certification for them. You are showing up for them on a daily basis. So you have to stop wondering, am I ready to coach? Am I really called to coach? Can I really do this? Am I worthy of this? Do I deserve this? Will people really pay me for this? Am I really do I have to be perfect before I launch or say yes to my calling as a coach? Notice all of that is centered around you. It has nothing to do with your client. But when you remove yourself from this, you say, I am ready for this. I am worthy of this. I do deserve this. I am called for this. People will pay me for this. If you're in our private Facebook group, I just put out a prayer that our coaches got today of manifestation. And so I have a course coming up. It's called Prophetic Manifestation. I'm dropping it in the comments below, because one thing you can do as a prophetic manifester in your life coaching company is tell God what you want. You can make your request known and know that it's being heard in the heavens and being brought to life in little subtle ways. For example, I said, okay, I did not know until recently when I did the live with y'all a couple days ago that my company is right at $75,000 and I work maybe 10 hours a week. And I've been growing over the last 18 months with you guys, certifying Black women of faith online. Now, I've been training Black women, almost 200 of y'all, since 2016. However, I just sat and made myself do the numbers because my coach would kept asking me. So I had to do them so he can hush. And so my heart just kind of got excited when I saw the number. And then I realized, like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Now we're ready for our next step. And so I reached out to a team. I have a team of 4 now who are financial consultants and just connectors in the community. And they're the people that I needed to be in place at this moment in my company that I didn't even know to look for. And God allowed them to show up at the right time. So much so that one of my new teammates said, what is your vision for 30 days, 60 days, and 6 months from now? And we mapped out my vision. And one of my visions was to bring my next level of accountants on board, a bookkeeper. Little old country me from low income, Douglasville, food stamps, housing projects. Now has a team of people and an accountant. And it didn't even resonate until she said, congratulations for growing your business to the point that you now need a bookkeeper. I was like, huh. Yeah, I guess pencil and paper ain't gonna work no more, right? We gotta get this thing to the next level. And I remember a financial friend of mine told me that years ago, like at some point, pencil and paper, you gotta step it up. So we are ready for our next level. So an accountant reached out to me today. He is one of my Facebook friends. Hello, Coach Alexis in Texas. He specifically bookkeeps for life coaches. Never heard anything like that in my life. Over time, we have spent time on the phone, and I've heard his vision. He's heard my heart. Sometimes he comes and watches my Facebook lives. Phenomenal man of God, y'all. And he's like, I got something going on, and here's what I want to offer you, and it's at no charge. You interested? And I said, well, look at God. We say yes to our next level. We take ourselves out of it. It's not about us. We tell God what we want in 30, 60 days, 90 days, and 6 months. And all of a sudden, it seems like, but it wasn't all of a sudden. It was because I asked, and I asked the right way. And that's a part of what we call prophetic manifestation. And it's over at promanifestor.com. That is the website. I am Dr. Jackson. Is this Dr. David E. Jackson? If so, hello, sir. And you can't have my accountants. Not yet. I ain't ready to share because he's amazing. So we're going to be doing some work together. But that's just one thing, y'all, as part of the manifesting, right? And this has been happening all day, and I'm just like soaking it all in. So I have an accountability partner, and she's been teasing me because she found a fancy Target that's close to us. We live a couple minutes from each other. And she was teasing me about this Target that I didn't know about. It's on the upper echelon of Atlanta, and we in the middle. And so, yes, God is amazing. And so all of a sudden she sent a message today. She's like, yeah, I'm about to take the kids to Target. And I was like, no, let me go first. I got to see this new bougier Target because we love us some Target. So she teased me, and I guess she went. I don't even know. I stopped. I did just, my nose was in the air. Like, I don't feel like leaving the house. I don't want to go to Target today. Stop telling me you're going to Target. And all of a sudden, I get an email that says, Congratulations, survey winner. Here's your Target gift card for a survey you took about your city last week. So, because I'm new to this side of Atlanta, I'm connected in the community and headlines. Right, Treva says called Tarjay. Excuse me. Tarjay, okay? Especially when they got the Starbucks in there. And one out here in Buckhead has an escalator for your shopping cart. Last time I was there, I spent $250 and was like, okay, what else do I need? I was so excited. I'm looking forward to going back, and that's why I'm kind of taking my time, because I have to pace myself with Target. But this gift card, just for me telling people what my experience was living in this part of Atlanta, I was blessed with a Target gift card, y'all. Then Kohl's sends me an email saying, would you like 30% off of anything in our store today? And I was like, I'm texting my accountability partner, bragging out like, girl, I got a Target gift certificate. Girl, Kohl's is having a 30% off sale just for me. And I'm like, where is Kohl's? Because she knows the area better than I do. She's like my human Google. And she says, oh, it's right down the street from the Target in the upper echelon of Atlanta. Y'all see where I'm going with this? This stuff manifested. Just, it seems like it came out of thin air, but God knows it didn't, because of how I asked, right? Tree was just like, yes, that's the little stuff. I get on Target. I was like, let me see what they got first, because I need to know what I'm getting into. Like, convince me to leave the house, put on clothes, and go to Target. I got to put on a bra, and And I go on the app, and they have these boots that I have wanted since high school, y'all. They're called duck boots. And I've never seen duck boots at Target. I've only seen them in Rich's and Macy's, and I was waiting to see them again. They're usually like $100, $150. Child, they had them on there, and the gift card covered the boots. I got a free pair of boots thanks to the city of Atlanta, and I ain't even got to go to the store. They're shipping them to me. Okay? I'm just saying, we call that prophetic manifestation, because God knew my heart. And I put it out there, and I watched him work. That's a side tangent because of the course we have over at promanifestor.com. You can click the link in the comments below, because I'm teaching you how I set the atmosphere for this. And as it pours in, I just let it pour. I just sit and bask in what the little things that God is able to do. And then lately, I just feel in my spirit, and I know it is so, that my name is around tables discussing $10,000 grants and scholarships. I know where that money is going. I know how many people I'm going to bless when I get the check with the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, written on it, care of Dr. AJ Austin. Like, I know where the money is already invested. And my name is simply in conversations about the money that I don't even have to be in the rooms in. Y'all wait. I'm going to do a live as soon as it comes through. Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you? So, stuff like that you have to manifest. And it starts with knowing what your vision is for becoming a coach. Knowing who you want to serve. As a matter of fact, my accountant was so specific, he's emailing me on my iPad now. And he's like, I want to go even deeper than what you think you need to help you keep track of your next level and your upgrade. So the beauty is, I'm bringing some of y'all with me if you want to come. Again, I have a course called Prophetic Manifestations. It's over at promanifestor.com. And it's going to walk you through how I set this atmosphere. Everything from some of the stuff y'all know. Like, you know how when you clean your house and you light a candle and you play a little soft music in the background, and you maybe pour a little glass of wine and you just sit and chill and swig on the wine a little bit. You're setting the atmosphere. It feels different. Like God can move, It's like you're preparing the way. You've decluttered. And my mom taught me that years ago. She's like, you got to get rid of one thing and God will bless you with its replacement. Setting the atmosphere for what you want. But again, it starts with what your vision is in your coaching company. So you can say, God, I'm called to these people. I know it's about them and not about me. I know I'm able to use what I've been through to bless them and ask them questions to help get them to the next level. I'm not worried about if I feel worthy or deserving or is it my time? Am I ready? Can I do this? No, I'm ready. I can do this. I deserve this. People will pay me for this. And by the way, I've made a list of what the vision should look like, could look like, and that I'm expecting as a manifestation in my life. That's called prophetic manifestation. You're calling those things, you're speaking them into existence, but you're getting so clear. And here's a key that I didn't even know to talk about until recently. God just showed me how, for example, the vision that I just shared with my new 4 teammates, the vision that my accountant now knows about. He's in my inbox right now, and his email is like, I see your vision and I'll raise you a couple $100,000. I have another coach that lives right down the street. He's like, I see your 100,000 and I'll raise you $1 million. And so these are black men of God speaking into my business, helping me to do greater, just like Jesus said, greater than these things shall ye also do. So you need people on your team who's not only believing with you, but they're like, no, sis, no, that's small. What I see that we're able to do together is greater than what you can even see. So you have to join forces. Now, like God says in his word, where 2 or 3 are gathered together, he is in the midst. Whether the people are, saved or whatever, God is there. So when you get clear on what your vision is, when you get clear who you're called to serve as a coach, when you humble yourself and even get certified, get the knowledge and skills you need so you're not wondering if you're faking it. Am I doing this right? Do I need to go to Google and guess what I need to do? Should I copy and paste what another coach is doing? No, ma'am. You don't have to do that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because not only do you not have to try to do what other people are doing, because you have your vision and you're partnered with other people who believe in you and you know who you're called to serve and you've taken yourself out of it and you're just focused on those people and you're not worried about, oh, do I need a college degree, or I'm not a psychologist or a counselor. That's not coaching anyway. So you could take that off the table as an excuse. So I woke up about 6 this morning and I had signed up to do a challenge that talks about how to know when you're walking in authority in your coaching company. And I'm half asleep because this coach is in London. It's 6 a.m. here. She's bright and bubbly. I'm laying in the bed like, child, I'm late to the meeting. I didn't set an alarm. I just happened to wake up. But I woke up in the perfect moment because she was giving this assessment for you to give yourself a score. And on her assessment, her authority assessment to see, if you actually have authority in your business, you can get up to 75 points on this score. And she's like, oh, most people get a 50. Y'all, I got a 74 on her authority assessment. What that means is I've taken everything I just shared with you about making your vision great, and I got clear. Hello, Ashanti. Hello, Coach Andrea Harris. How are you? And I got really, really clear and focused. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm not trying to copy and paste. That's why I teach my coaches as I train and certify you guys. You can't be anybody else but you. You got to know what God has called you to do. And so over at promanifestor.com, I'm typing it in the comments now, Facebook group. You could check out the course. Right now, the price is not what it's going to be by the time I finish this course because I'm adding so much new stuff. I went through some old paperwork. God has been speaking to me on this topic for years about prophecy in your business. And so I'm doing a course around it because when I learned that my score was a 74 out of 75 and average people get a 50, I went and I said, I'm going to add that to my website because a lot of people do ask me, well, what makes you stand out as a coach? And some people want to know that. And I used to get an attitude into this morning. And I wrote out why I stand out. Number one, I've trained nearly 200 Black women of faith around the world to become a certified life coach since 2016. That's over 5 years in the industry at the time of this recording. So a lot of the trainings that you may try to go Google and, oh, it's only this much money and it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years. Most trainings out there can't say that. A lot of them will pop up and fly by night, but we're talking about me right now, okay? Number two, I launched my own Black-owned, woman-owned life coach certification training brand online in 2020 and has recently discovered that I've made over $75,000 working maybe 10 hours a week in my business over the last 18 months using everything I've been able to experience in my story and my growth from being a trainer over the last 5 years. And I put it to use and I'm seeing it work in my business. So much so that, just as I mentioned, my name is around tables talking about $10,000 grants and more, scholarships and more, investments and more, money manifesting easily and more, because I have gotten clear on what my vision is as a Black woman certified life coach. What about you? Anybody else here bold enough to put in the comments who you feel you're called to serve or what your vision is for becoming a Black woman life coach? Because I'm telling you why I stand out. I'm telling you why you should join me at promanifestor.com right now. The course is only $97. I'm giving y'all some insight and some secrets to how I get like super, super clear. And I know that I'm called. I know I'm walking in my calling. My company and my brand and who I am as a person and what I do is the perfect marriage of life coaching, training, and Christianity. And I bring it all and sprinkle a little black magic, like that black magic hair grease from back in the day that got you pressed real good with the hot comb off the side. Child, you can't tell us nothing. We slick with it. So I realized that when I wrote a clear vision for my future for serving Black women certified life coaches, that's what made me stand out, because I have this clear vision for even the future of Black women life coaches. I know where we're going, y'all, as an industry. I know what's to come for us. I know what to expect for you if you show up with a vision and if you're willing to stick with it. You're taking yourself out of it. You're not trying to be perfect. You're not doubting your skills. You are trained. You are certified. You are called. You are chosen. You are ready. If you want more information on becoming a certified life coach, inbox me or email me, aj@thebossof.me. Again, aj@thebossof.me. I'm happy to share the link with you for our one-day life coach certification training, because it doesn't take all day. You just need the basics. You just need to know how to help people get their results and you to get your money, okay? So because I love helping coaches have those confident conversations that do convert to clients' cash checks and credit cards, I have seen what's possible for the future of Black women certified life coaches who are ready. What also allows me to stand apart in my vision as a Black woman certified life coach is that my Christian, Bible-led, God-inspired beliefs and values align with the Black women of the Christian faith that my organization serves and trains as life coaches. So when you're that clear, this is who I'm called to serve, because I look like her. I represent her. We could talk about church hurt. We could talk about church cults. We could talk about coach hurt. We could talk about so much and link it all back to the life coaching industry and Jesus and walking in your calling and the vision he's laid on your heart. I'm super clear with who I'm here to help, adding in my story and my skills and my experience and my struggle and my success and so much more. And so are you. I don't see y'all talking to me in the comments telling me your vision for a coach. So you must just want to hear my vision. If you bold, put what your vision is for becoming a life coach, because this is the number one question I ask you when you get on a call with me. My coaches can tell you I had a call today with one of our coaches, and she was like, I just needed to hear your voice. So we're definitely diving into some of this over at promanifestor.com. At the time of this recording, it's only $97. It is going up. One of our coaches, Coach Brenda, she's jumping into everything that I do. She's like, I want to learn it all. And so the fact that I can help shave about 15 years off of your learning curve, y'all don't have to go and do the same thing I've done. You don't have to go through things like the death of your mom or the downsizing of your corporate career or the divorce from a 5-year marriage happening on the same day like I did. Y'all know my story, right? That's my claim to fame now. But because I have a company mission, and it's centered around economic empowerment, meaning I am pouring back into the Black community, especially Black women Christian community. We're also doing something called ethical engagement. So when I show up here and I talk about how much money I made and how much I have struggled and what's really going on in the coaching industry, I'm keeping it 100. Y'all say y'all love my transparency. It's like watching reality TV. Coach Brenda told me the other day, I appreciate when you cough, you throw your cough drop in, you get your water, and you keep teaching. Listen, I used to be embarrassed about that. I would want to re-record a whole 2-hour training if I cough. Child, I ain't perfect, but it's ethical engagement. I have nothing to hide from you. Why not share with you where I am and how I'm growing and help encourage you on your journey as well? So, because ethical engagement, economic empowerment, and also something called entrepreneurial education are the founding pillars of what we do here at the International Center for Life Coach Training LLC, that whole entrepreneurial education deals with teaching you how to become a business woman. So everything from setting the tone, like Treva said, where we're setting the atmosphere for God to bless us. We're writing our vision. We're getting clear on who we're called to serve. We're putting a price on that thing because we tired of working for free. We tired of raising our hand and volunteering and then having a headache or being with an attitude, because so-and-so don't support me, or so-and-so won't do this for me, or they paid so-and-so, but they didn't pay me. That's because you didn't put a price on it, sis. So now it's time to do that, and we cover that with that entrepreneurial education piece. Also, I am 1,000% committed to the success of this program for Black women of faith, because nobody else has our back out there, y'all. That's why I show up. There's no training like the one I provide. People try to copy. I have received threats and insults and supposed intimidation to stop doing what I'm doing and to stop this unethical behavior. And is it really okay that you only work with women? Is it really okay that you only work with Black women? Why do I have to be Christian to take your course? I've dealt with all of that. So yeah, I don't have to. Me and Jesus. Jesus got it covered. I just lay it on the altar and keep it moving because I know who I'm called to serve. I know who's chosen for such a time as this to work with me. And if you're not, it's okay, sis. Hopefully something I said encourages you and allows you to keep moving on your journey of faith. But because I am committed to this success, I'm also consistently connected to you guys as Black women of faith. So I show up with a hat on. Y'all don't want to see my hair under here. I need to go cut my hair. I show up straight out of bed. I had some eye smoother cream on. So if you see little flakes under my eyes, especially if you watch this on the big screen, sometimes I go and watch my video replays on YouTube and my TV shows everything. So you see little flakes on my face, child, that's face cream. You're welcome, okay? Because I am committed to showing up. Yeah, I could have went and wiped it off, but I also could have just went live and not used that as an excuse not to get on camera. Because some of y'all afraid to get on camera because you're thinking you got to be cute before you get on camera. I'm here to show you what's possible, and I'm still going to make money from doing it. I'm still walking in my calling and my purpose. And my coach told me the other day that I'm unapologetically Black. I was like, what that mean, coach? And he had to break it down how he comes from California. We here in Atlanta, we don't make an excuse for our Blackness. I definitely don't make an excuse for mine. Why? It ain't worth it. Let's keep it moving. We got people to help, right? To serve. So because I have made this commitment to stay consistent, I also have made this commitment, and this one touched my heart. This is really what sets me apart from other coaches. I don't care where you go look. You will never hear a coach say what I'm about to say to y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all know I say some stuff, but this is from the heart. Hello, Tina. Hello, Trinice. Hello, Rochelle. How y'all doing? So I have and continue to heal from drama of my past. So dealing with the death of my mom and a divorce happening on the same day, y'all, it was a whole lot of drama behind that. I tell y'all the highlight reel, but sis had to heal. So I am healed. I'm continuing to heal from past drama, from past traumas. Some of us grew up with things that we didn't even know wasn't right. It wasn't normal for certain things. Remember how I said, because I know I'm called to Black women of faith in the Christian community, we could talk about church hurt. Yeah, I could talk about it because I've been through it. Remember how I said we can have conversations about church cults? Yeah, I could talk about it because I've been through it and healed from it. So because I've made this commitment to heal from that past drama, from past trauma, and from toxicity. Toxicity looks like I will not address negativity. I will not defend my faith. I will not try to explain why I only work with Black women of faith. Either you match the criteria or you're blessed and released to stop the conversation and keep it moving. That's being healed and delivered from toxicity. I can't say, oh, I'll never care what people think. It's not that. I just don't make time to deal with it because it's toxic. And we are here on assignment. Y'all never know. My mom passed away at 47 years old. I'm 41. I think about that all the time. So why would I waste my time investing in toxic situations, still dealing with old trauma, still dealing with old drama, stuff that should not be preventing me from helping you get to where you want to be? I'm committed to making that consistent healing journey and bringing y'all with me. That's a part of Prophetic Manifestation, the course over at promanifestor.com. We have a session in there called the Healing Lab. So much so because I get calls from women who have invested tens of thousands of dollars in coaching programs from coaches who are not healed, and they end up hurting. You know how they say hurt people hurt people. And I get the calls from the hurt people. And they're like, how can you help me? And I'm like, well, you got $2 in a dream now. I don't know, other than pray and listen and ask you some good questions and help you come up with ideas for how to move forward. However, because I've been on that healing journey, I'm now able to pour back in and help other women. And I do that from the abundance that I now possess. Yes, financially, but also spiritually, because it's a process. Coaching is a ministry. And if you have a hurt minister trying to minister, I'm pretty sure some of y'all know how that goes, right? Some of y'all have experienced this. And so we have to be released. Not necessarily, oh, it never happened, let's repress it. No, delivered for real with a T on it. And so I have this extreme place of really, really pouring in from an overflow, not giving from an empty cup. If I don't feel like showing up on camera, I don't show up. But if I feel like it, I'll throw on a hat with flakes under my eyes from eye cream and show up to minister, to pour in. There's not a lot of coaches making that commitment of healing themselves as they go and now help heal the world, right? That's deep, but it comes from knowing what your vision is as a Black woman certified life coach. Let me get this cough. So, let's see. I wrote some out. Now I got to read my chicken scratch versus my screen because I wasn't finished putting it on my site before I went live. I have a certification as a life coach, so I am qualified. And I share that, y'all, because there's people out here certifying coaches, and they ain't certified as a coach. I don't really understand how that works, but people investing in it and falling for it. I'm going to move on. I am consistent with how I show up. So this is how I serve. This is how I stand out as a coach. I am a 16-time self-published author. I'm a bestseller. I am frequently called on for podcast opportunities, media opportunities, magazine features, all about the Black life coaching experience and industry as a whole. Because as I mentioned, I have a vision that I hold in my mind for the future of Black women certified life coaches. So that plus you guys, those of you who have taken courses with me or heard me speak or we've talked on the phone, maybe I've been in your inbox at one point. Maybe you're already one of my certified life coaches. Maybe you're like Coach Brenda, who is in our life coach certification training. Maybe you're like Coach Dina, who just finished recently. Maybe you're like Coach Montea, who I talked to earlier about what comes after the certification. And you're really on your next step. I have a plethora, hundreds of testimonials of people who will talk gratefully, easily, raise their hand to say what it's like to work with me. So that further shows how I'm aligned in my authority, how I'm walking in the vision God has given me, and how I stand out as a coach. That plus having, of course, a signature system like promanifestor.com, like our one-day life coach certification training for Black women of faith, showing you guys how I do this. And because I specifically focus on Black women of faith, training and certifying you guys, showing you how to make money, showing you how to get out there and be the ministers that you're called to be. This is how I know I'm walking in the anointing and the calling that God has on my life. What about you? Is it time? Are you ready? Or are you just going to keep watching and scrolling and tuning in and telling me how cute my earrings are every time you see me come live? By the way, I got this hat from Facebook. I'm on their leadership network team which means when you come take my training, any of my trainings, you are in our community of connection. So the next time they're here in Atlanta, they are calling on leaders like me to say, hey, bring your people, meet us downtown. We're going to feed y'all. You're going to be one of our speakers. We're going to give y'all some free information and show you how to take your journey to the next level. So you got to come join us. You can start over at promanifestor.com. Now is the perfect time for any questions that you may have. Who has a question? Just go ahead and post it in the comments below. I'm trying to see how long I've been on here, and I'm just clicking any and everything. Facebook keeps switching, so I use a different version of Facebook, and things keep moving around. So I don't know where to find things that used to be in place. And every time I have my team chat, I yell at them for like, y'all can do this better and that. And they pay me for my expertise. So here we are. Leadership Network, clear vision for who I work with, which is Black women of faith, helping you learn how to confidently convert conversations, which are coaching conversations, to your next cash, check, or credit card payment. Who's ready? I need to see some emojis, some hand raises, some something. Talk to me now. Don't just stare at me. What questions do you guys have about anything that I've shared? Anything about your vision to become a Black woman certified life coach? Now is the time to chat. If not, I'm going to go pop this last load of laundry in the dryer. I'm tired of washing. I've been washing all day. That's because I put it off for so long. And then I'm going to find something exciting to do since I've now made my purchase on Target and they're going to deliver my order versus me going out to the store, which saves me time so I can be here with you guys. What questions do you have? Coach Lillian says, yes, I love you. Keep it real. That's all I know how to do. And God dealt with me years ago about that. And I fought it. You know how we do when he's telling us to do something. We want to run from it, but he's right. But he showed me how my success was in my struggle. And a part of my struggle is just being who I am. I'm an amazing person. And y'all only get to see 30 to 45 minutes every other day on Facebook. I'm a lot of fun to hang out with. Some of you guys will be here with me in Atlanta this weekend. If you have purchased Pro Manifestor over at promanifestor.com, you also have the email in your inbox with your free ticket to come as my guest for my coaches event live here in Atlanta, which is right down the street from me now. Some of y'all heard my story the other day on my live, y'all. It's deep. And so he's the one that helped me get to this 75K working maybe 10 hours. And so I'm going to his event. Some of you will meet me there because you've joined us over at promanifestor.com. So his event, I think it's a $2,500 value. He ain't cheap no more. When I hired him a year ago and his prices now, I'm like, but he is so worth it. Just amazing. I told y'all the secret sauce to part of my success is having someone else, a team of people actually, who get the vision and can help me run with it. And that's your secret too. So if you want to see some of my network and some of the people that listen to some of this crazy, because I'm a little crazy too, then we'll meet here in Atlanta this weekend. Also, another coach, I'm speaking on her summit. You get a free ticket to that. And I forgot what that's worth, but it's free for you as my special guest for investing and joining us over at promanifestor.com. It's some other really fun opportunities that are coming up, but also it's so much stuff that's out there available for you that will come through me. And I get to sift out like the good deals, the bad deals, the what's not a good fit, etc. But my ladies who say yes and go to the next level with me are always blessed with these great opportunities. So again, promanifestor.com. Patricia, it says that you are requesting to join me on camera. Was that a request? Thank you, Coach Andrea, for saying I am a wonderful person. I appreciate you, sis. Let me get some chapstick on, y'all. My lips getting dry. Are there any other questions or comments or things you want to chat about? Well, it won't let me get my regular chapstick, so I'm going to get some gloss on. Let me see. Let me make sure Facebook is not letting me miss comments. Any other questions? Y'all kind of quiet today, but y'all have been interacting with your emojis. Hopefully, something that I said real quick. Who wants to put one thing that they will take away from today's episode about what your vision is? Okay, Patricia, I see you. Thank you. She says, oops, mistake. Usually is, because if I just click it and bring you on camera, people be like, oh, I wasn't ready. I'm sitting here in my bonnet. So I had to double check, sis. So thank you for letting me know it was a mistake. Who has one takeaway from today? Hello, Coach Brenda. Let me check our Facebook. Oh, Treva, I see. Girl, this writing on our Facebook phone, that's what I'm going to call it, is so little. So she says, your consistency got my attention. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took years for me to become consistent, and I still fight to yet hold on, but I'm here. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. Treva says she's called to wait a minute. Oh, you're called to entrepreneurs and young adults. You had answered that question earlier when I asked who you're called to serve. Yep, so Atlanta will be on and popping this weekend. I love when people come to Atlanta. Maybe you fly in or drive in. And by the way, I'll be in Tampa in a couple weeks too. So if y'all in Florida coaches, especially my certified coaches, y'all better let me know. Because my coach wants me to do an event there. I really just need to be there on business. But he's like, make time for your people. So, yes, Coach Lillian put, won't God do it? Yes, yes, yes. So thank y'all for hearing my Tarjay experience from earlier. Yes. All right. Coach Brenda says her takeaway is I can do all things. Blue Knight, if I remember how to pronounce it correctly. Blue Need says it's not about you. It's about the client. Yes, I'm about to screenshot that when I watch our replay. Coach Shriva says I believe in you. Thank you. I believe in the vision that God has given me and the vision that God has given you. And so I know that when we join faith, where 2 or 3 are gathered, he's in the midst. So we have no choice but to chase away demons and to impact generations. So if y'all ready, check out promanifestor.com. That's where I'll be after this, making some updates. It's really cool bonuses that come with the courses. You guys can see other chances for us to hang out together, you guys to learn what else is available for you, because you're not in this by yourself. You don't have to be. I'm not in this by myself, thank God. I learned how to humble myself and submit and ask for help. Oh, and kudos to myself today. I'm like Snoop Dogg. I want to thank me because I went to go to my favorite vegan restaurant here in Atlanta yesterday, sat in our crazy traffic. Oh, I don't even know how long I was there. Got approached by so many homeless people. They be having attitudes. I don't even make eye contact no more. I'm tired, y'all. I just want to go eat. I'm hungry. And I realized that everything we do is a choice. That's what my mama used to preach. And I didn't really hear her. But it clicked by the time I saw one more homeless person. I was like, this man made a choice to stand on this corner and ask for money today. I'm making a choice to go to my favorite vegan restaurant. I'm making a choice not to let this mess up my day. Then I looked, and I had gotten halfway to the restaurant, and it was closed. I had already looked through the menu, and I knew what I wanted. They got some new dishes. I had prepared my bank account because it ain't cheap. And one thing I noticed was the ingredients they put in this dish that I was going to try. Guess what I made for dinner tonight? A dish that tastes 10 times better, I'm sure. So my new goal is to become one of those cooks that when I go to places, I'd be like, yeah, nah, mine tastes better than that. So I am the oldest and only girl of my mom's 3 children. She used to kick me out of the kitchen because I prefer to be somewhere with a book versus cooking. She used to be like, well, what you gonna do when you get married? And I used to always be like, well, there's McDonald's. You know, like I was bougie at a young age. Like, we gonna have money, you know, because everybody thought McDonald's was $1 billion when you was little, right? So I would burn like noodles. And she would be like, she called my full government, Andrieka. So she learned to only call me to the kitchen when the food was ready. So I had the wonderful task of washing dishes and cleaning the kitchen. So I keep a very organized and tidy home, thanks to my mom. But cooking just was never at the top of my list. But now being vegan in Atlanta and seeing some of these sanitation practices in these kitchens and having a very sensitive stomach, and a beautifully Pinterest-inspired, newly renovated kitchen in my new home. I'm gonna be in that kitchen a whole lot more. I said all that to say that, okay? So I'm gonna be that vegan chef, that black girl vegan chef whose food tastes better than what I could get at a restaurant for $30 a plate for some noodles, okay? So that's my new goal. So I made what's called pesto pasta. It's a vegan dish. And I didn't even use what they told me to use. I could have left and went to the store and got the ingredients. I was like, I'm about to use what's in my pantry. And it was so good. I found myself laying down afterwards because I was so pleased. I did the happy dance. So we about to have some good meals. I got some more stuff to order off Amazon. And I am really looking forward to this journey, right? But you feel me, right? She's like, yes. Treva says, I'm inspired. Do you got people who have businesses already? If you're a certified life coach, yes. I have a private mastermind group called Focus. We have a wait list now, but we'll be opening up applications for the private mastermind. It's for people who are already certified and you're super clear that you are a coach, you're confident in your coaching skills, you're making money, because I can't have you broken like, oh, I need to make some money, because that means you can't pay to be in the group. So that's how I usually work with business owners. You got to be a certified life coach already. She says, I will be attending your next event. I'm on summer right now. Yeah, so only this one event that my coach begged me to come to, and I'm still trying to get him to just let me sit at home in the bed on Zoom and run the digital part. Like, I'll be your digital tech girl, but he want me in the room. So he ain't scared of COVID or nothing. Well, sir, I'm vaccinated and got a couple custom masks, but I still don't want to be in the room all day for 2 days. I'm just saying. So we worked out an agreement. I'll be there most of the time, but the point is I'll be there because he asked, and to show my support, and I know I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. So I'll be there supporting him. So that's our only live event. I'll personally be in Tampa for a live event in a couple weeks. I'm hearing from my other coach tomorrow. I have a $1 million mentor, and she'll let us know about that, if we'll actually be in person in Tampa as well. I'll be there also maybe like 30 days later. So I got a couple travel trips, meaning I had to leave my house. Just saying, a little short eye roll there. So some of y'all will be coming to join me in person. It's going to be a lot of fun. We definitely practicing safety. I got hand sanitizer and everything. I ain't playing with y'all. All right, y'all. I am about to call it a day. Are there any final questions? Anyone else want to come join us in promanifestor.com? That is a virtual event. So are 2 other events that you get blessed with tickets to, plus my coach's event this weekend live here in Atlanta with me, where I'll be meeting some of you guys. Are there any questions? If not, I will leave you with this. Remember, there is someone somewhere. They are waiting on you, sis. Like my dryer is waiting on me right now. I just stopped. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny as a prophetic manifester, as someone who knows that they're called to coach and they have a vision for who they're called to serve. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs, because it's when you let your own light shine that you give others permission to do the same. And you know that when you impact just one life, you impact generations. Y'all ready? I am ready to meet you over at promanifestor.com. Again, that's www.promanifestor.com. I'll see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, y'all. If I got food in my teeth, it was good, worth it. See y'all.